Hello and welcome to LockdownEconomy Nepal, a local edition of a social nonprofit initiative to help small businesses and self-employed professionals overcome the challenges of the pandemic. In Nepal, it is being done in collaboration with NYEF Kathmandu chapter, a membership-based nonprofit organization dedicated to create outstanding entrepreneurs, and AlterContacts, a global think tank for sustainable development based in Amsterdam. My name is Susan Lal Manandar, host of the interview series, and I'd like to welcome everyone who has joined us for this session. Today, my guest is Mr. Sushant Pradhan, who is the CEO of the Physique Workshop. Hello, Sushantji. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
I'm really excited to have you here. And before we get into the lockdown economy questions, Sushantji, please introduce us to the Physique Workshop and its services.
All right, so the Physique Workshop is a fitness center. We've been here since 2013, and basically, we have 5 branches, 5 locations. We started with Kumari Party, and then we moved on to Kamalati, and then we did Maiti Devi, Bhaneshwar, and then Maharajganj, and that's pretty much what we do.
And what kind of services do you provide?
Okay, so it's basically basic gym stuff. So it's the gym trainers, personal trainers, and then cardio and stuff like that. So everything what happens in a gym, that's pretty much what we do.
Perfect. And I was also going through your social media and your websites, and I read that you provide individual consultation to everybody who comes to your gym. So could you elaborate more on that?
Yeah, when someone joins the gym, most of them are beginners, and they're clueless about fitness. I mean, like people have a general idea, but then since fitness has moved more towards science and data-based approach, I think it's very optimal to work with facts and figures. So what we do is we make sure that each and every single client are we do an initial counseling, and then based on their lifestyle, their preferences, or their past experiences, we design a workout and diet plan that they can actually follow. Not just the best or the most optimal diet plan, but it has to match with their lifestyle as well, so that they can be consistent. And we provide that, and then we make sure that they are guided accordingly as well.
Perfect. So I was also going through some of the reviews your clients have left on your website, and they've all complimented your trainers and how they keep them motivated and keep them coming back to the gym to help them with the transformation. What was your motivation behind starting the Physique Workshop?
So the main idea behind the Physique Workshop initiated back in 2013 when I was doing my bachelor's. So I was in my final semester, and we had to do an internship. So I jokingly asked the teacher if I could do an internship at a gym, and he said, yes, why not? Because you could learn parts of management. So I did my 3 months internship at a gym, and I was already into fitness. But what fascinated me was interacting with people and learning how gyms work and so many other areas. And then that was like the first spark in me, where I thought, like, maybe I could do this. Maybe I can start my own gym. And most importantly, I saw the need that, from where fitness was back then was more like more traditional approach, and people used to see it as a solution to maybe being overweight or maybe wanting to get a fitter body. But I wanted to turn it into a lifestyle. I mean, you don't think about brushing your teeth. You don't brush your teeth when it starts decaying, right? So that's the basic concept behind fitness as well. So, and I wanted it to be that way, and slowly it has turned. So I could only do that if I had my own platform. And that's how the idea behind the Physique Workshop started.
That's incredible. And like you said, you helped people lead a healthy lifestyle for the past 7 years. So right. Before this whole 2020 situation, how was your business performing?
We're doing pretty good. We were planning on expanding further as well this year. I mean, like a couple of new locations, and we're talking about franchising and stuff. And we had a lot of members already. We had like 700 plus members, which is pretty much a lot. And what happened was the pandemic started and the lockdowns and everything. So that has really affected the business.
And this particular service, it's not something that people can simply cut out of their life, because they're living their life based on the schedule. They're working out on their schedule, and then they're having the meals based on the schedule. Some of them are subscribed to it, of course. So what kind of problems did the pandemic pose at your business?
Not just from a business point of view, but since this is part of lifestyle, I mean, like people who come to the gym religiously, a lot of them are used to it, right? It's how they start their day or end their day. So it helps them pace their work throughout the whole day, right? So when there is when a very important part of your life is missing, your whole schedule gets messed up. So for a lot of people, they were very anxious when they heard that we were going to shut down and things as such. But we motivated them to keep on with their fitness regimen, maybe doing switch to a home workout and stuff like that. And that's pretty much what we did.
So what strategies did you put in place as a business to combat the effects of the lockdown?
First and foremost, we made sure that we reached out to each and every single one of our clients. We asked them what if they needed help with anything. I mean, like if they needed help with their, since most people are used to working out at a gym setting, they have never worked out at home or with bodyweight workouts or alternative forms of exercises. So we had to make them know that that can be an alternative to not make them lose their progress, right? And then once the gym resumes, they can pretty much unpause where they left off. So that's what we did. And then we asked them if they needed help with a diet. We made workout plans, videos with workout plans, home workouts and stuff like that. And people actually appreciated that, because once the initial phases of lockdown eased off, and some people started getting back to the gym, and they were like glad that we actually helped them move towards an alternative source of working out.
So during the lockdown, like you said, of course, a lot of people may be new to this whole fitness thing. They might only know about it after they've stepped into the gym and figure out what things you need to do. So when you go into the lockdown and you have to convince people about home workouts, what was the behavior of the consumers? Were they like anxious to get back to the gym? What kind of response did maybe particularly new people who wanted to get into fitness, what kind of response did they have?
A lot of them were actually anxious, because people understand fitness as just working out at the gym. I mean, for a lot of people that might be true, but there are alternative forms of exercises. A lot of people were anxious to get back at the gym, but they were excited about switching to a new form of working out as well. But that didn't last long. People actually wanted to have their old regimen back, but at least they maintained the progress. So that's, I think, what matters the most.
Great. So do you know what your competition was doing during the lockdown? What kind of approach did they have to going into lockdown?
I mean, like initially everybody was shut. All the gyms were shut, but then slowly the neighborhood gyms started opening up to special people, to some people, or to surroundings, unofficially. And but we decided to follow the orders, and we remained shut throughout the whole period.
Great. So now in Nepal, the lockdown has been eased. It's not completely open, of course. A lot of services are still closed. Like gyms are not fully open, schools and hotels are not open. So what is the situation of the Physique Workshop right now?
We are actually partially open right now. Because we talk to a lot of people, to officials as well, and The local authorities, they were like with we are partially open, couple of hours in the morning, couple of with very limited members, and then that's how we're operating right now.
And based on your clients, what is the situation of that? So do you have the same number of clients as before? Or?
No, definitely not. I mean, like we had, I mean, like the memberships drastically dropped, but this is the in season as well. I mean, like this is what happens in fitness is the first and the last quarter are the main season, and then the second and third quarter are like the off season during the winter. So now we're seeing is the start of winter. The other thing is we're in the middle of the Dashain and Tihar festival. So a lot of people, we have reached out to them and they are excited to come back after Tihar. So we will have to wait and watch. The other thing is we are targeting new people as well, and we are seeing a rise in memberships, especially new clients. So that's how we're doing right now.
Great. And so you're getting new clients that way, and you're open partially. So what precautions have you taken for the safety of your trainers and your clients at this time?
Okay, the first and foremost priority is to keep the staff safe, because if they are safe, that means the other members are safe as well. So we've made sure that everybody's wearing masks at least. Most of them are wearing face shield as well. We check temperature of every single client that walks in, and we have them sanitize their hands, and then we have sanitizers and cleaning cloth for all the equipment before using it, after using it. Some members are wearing masks as well. So and limiting the number of people that we allow. Like, I mean, certain branches where the number of people are, let's say, a little bit denser. What we've done is we've of our gyms. We have smaller gyms, medium-sized gyms, and then the larger gyms. So we're not allowing more than 15 people on larger gyms at a given time, and not more than 10 people or so on the medium-sized gyms. So that's what we're doing.
All right. So with these strategies in place, what is the outlook for the Physique Workshop for the next 3 months?
If this really depends on the policies and everything, if things change, right? The stability is the biggest concern for me right now, in regards with all the policies that and guidelines, right? So if things are as they are right now and how they're progressing, because I've heard like schools are opening up slowly, and from what I see, people are gradually easing in with the COVID thing as well. I'm like, the first case that happened, people like really freaked out, but now everybody knows someone who has already been infected. So people are, gradually easing up on that. So that fear is slowly going. Of course, people have to be careful, but then not very, very scared. So I think if things progress right now, I wouldn't say the next 3 months, but in the next 4 or 5 months, because this is the start of winter, right? In the next 4 or 5 months, we will enter summer, and I think that would be a reset for us, as in like we will see more people coming in and everything.
Great. So Sushantji, this is my final question to you. If you could point out 3 things in your business that you need help with, what would they be?
The first one would definitely be the rent, because I think for all business owners, I mean, that's the biggest issue they're facing right now, because regardless your business is open or not, rent is due, right? And I think for everyone, that would be one of the 3 concerns. The other one would be some kind of stability when it comes to policies. We don't want any more surprises. I mean, like we plan for the next 3 months, next 6 months, next year or so, and then things change. that means the whole plan has to change, and you don't know when that happens. We've had that since the first lockdown. So I think for me, these two are crucial. Everything else, I mean, we can control that once these two things are in place, especially the second one. I think other things can be taken care of, but these two are crucial.
All right. So great. Okay. I hope that this interview series itself is very helpful for the Physique Workshop for the things you've just mentioned right now. And thank you, Sushantji, for thank you for coming on this interview series and sharing us your story, because we really wanted to talk to someone who was working in this sector where there's a lot of personal contact between people. And thank you again for doing this for us.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you again, Sushantji, and thank you to everyone who joined us for this session. If you have any questions for Sushantji, you can find his contact in the description, or you can leave a comment in this video. I invite you to like this video, share with your friends, and follow our page, the NYEF Kathmandu Chapter Facebook page. A recording of this video will be present in the AlterContacts YouTube channel, so please subscribe to our channel. There are playlists of videos where entrepreneurs and small business owners from different parts of the world have shared us their insights. We'll have many more interviews like this in the upcoming weeks. Stay tuned, and goodbye.